Hi, everybody. I'm Chicago psychic medium and intuitive consultant, Mel Dorr. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I was going to do a YouTube with Linda Grindle today, and she was going to be on my channel, but she was feeling a little under the weather, and as was I. Many of you have probably heard that we had tornadoes last night in the suburbs of Chicago, specifically the suburbs of Napierville and Woodridge, which are a little southwest of where my husband and I live. We live in another township, a little bit northeast. It was funny. Yesterday was Father's Day. Happy belated Father's Day to all the dads out there. But we took a ride up to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. We went to my cousin's house, Ralph. Hi, Ralph. Hi, Laura. Hi, Megan. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Lisa. And when we got home last night around 9 or 10 o'clock, it really started raining. It was like thunderstorms. And so I was watching the sitcom Schitt's Creek. If nobody's ever seen it, you got to look at it. It's a riot. It's so funny. I was kind of binge watching it, and I'm hard of hearing, but I had my earphones in, my earbuds, and all of a sudden I heard my cell phone ring, 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 and I looked, and they said that tornado warnings had been issued for this area. Now, tornado warning means that they've actually spotted a tornado. It's touched down. The problem is at night, if you can't see them coming, so the way that they're picked up is on radar. Well, anyway, so I kind of read where the warnings were, and I thought, let me be a little cautious here. And then here, when tornadoes are spotted, sirens go off. And I heard the tornado sirens going off. They sounded a little bit further away, and then they got closer. The sirens, that is. So we have a townhouse. There's a basement. There's a living room and kitchen level, and then upstairs there's the bedrooms. So it was around 11 o'clock Central Time. So I went upstairs and I woke up Gary, my husband, and I said the sirens are going off, and say that they said there was a tornado warning in effect until like I think midnight. So anyway. Gary got up, he put the television on down here. I went in the basement, I kept looking for him, and I'm like, where is he? And I came upstairs, he had the TV on. I went back upstairs, he was in bed, and I said, Gary, there's tornado warnings out. And he said, oh, they're south of here. And I'm like, well, I'm not taking any chances. If you wake up in Oz, I tried to tell you, like, come in the basement. Well, thank God we were spared. But a little bit southwest of us in Naperville and in Woodridge, which is about 20 minutes away, they got hit really hard. So all day long, people have been asking, sending emails, texts, if we're okay, because they heard that these suburbs got hit by tornadoes. We're fine. But everyone, please send healing energy and lots of prayers to those folks in Naperville and in Woodridge. Many people lost their homes. To the best of my knowledge, thank God no one was killed, but there were a lot of property and homes destroyed. So let's just take a moment to please send them healing energy. So anyway, I'm a little bit out of sorts today because I didn't sleep last night. I stayed up until 3 o'clock in the morning until the all clear happened. So needless to say, I was a little rundown as well. So Linda and I will be doing a show, I think, next Monday. At any rate, it's always fun to be on her show and have her on mine. We've become very good friends. And so Linda, feel better. Actually today also, I'll keep it brief, is the solstice, the summer solstice. And that's the longest day of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. I think it's also known as midsummer. And it's funny, on the summer solstice, it got really chilly here. It's supposed to get down to 50 tonight here, which is unseasonably cool, excuse me, for this time of year. I get the hiccups. Um, anyway, so the solstice is about birth and life, and it's about embracing everything that we love about life. It's about enlightenment. And, I kind of meditated on it. And it's also, in my opinion, about light winning out over darkness. It's metaphor, but it's true. So I think we can kind of look at what's going on with this summer solstice and say, it's the longest day of the year. The light is winning out over darkness. It pushes it aside. And let's hope and pray that our country will continue to push aside the darkness, and that once again we'll be in the light of truth, which I foresee us coming. Anyway, so, I just want to talk about a few things. And as you can tell, I love my Hawaiian shirts. My cousin in Kentucky sent me this one. But there's a Hawaiian word called mana. It means power or energy, metaphysical power, spiritual power, and energy. And it's okay for us to share our mana with someone or something. We do not allow us to rob it. We do not allow someone or something to rob us of our mana. And I think that as a nation, we have allowed politicians to rob us of our mana. And collectively, at least 60% of us are beginning to speak up and say, wait a minute, we're not going to let the lies. We're not going to let the conspiracy theories. We're not going to allow the bigotry, the fascism, the racism from the Trumplicans any longer rob us of our power. As I keep saying, I think that Donald Trump is getting very, very nervous because he knows indictments are coming down the pike for him and his family. Matt Gaetz is going to be in hot water, as we all know. He's going to go to jail. Marjorie Taylor Greene, they're going to find some stuff on her. And so, but with Trump and all of that negativity and the Postal Service and Bill Barr and everything that he touched and tainted, it's all going to come to light. So I won't say be patient, but we're going to see things, the truth coming out more and more and more very, very soon. My guides are showing me that there are some maybe FBI people working undercover in that election audit out in Arizona and in other places too. And I think the cyber ninjas or whatever, my feeling is they're being investigated by the FBI. As I said before, the Department of Justice under Merrick Garland is also going to start looking at the insurrection that happened on January the 6th. And I see a lot more of those insurrectionists tried as traitors to the country. So justice will be done there as opposed to a smack on the wrist. Some people, and I talked about this in my last video, want Trump or they're saying that he's going to take office again in August of this year, of 2021. That's bull hockey. It ain't going to happen. But I do see more. I think they're using that as a way to incite more violence. And unfortunately, in August, I do see some coming. But those people are also going to be tried for insurrection. So as a country, I think we're taking our mana back. And pono is a word that means self-righteous or truth or what's right for oneself. And once again, I feel like our country will become pono, will be bathed in what's right. A lot more is going to be coming to the surface. So there's going to be a lot that we're going to have to do to clean the toxins. Some people ask about how long will the Republican Party last? And I think what they mean is how long will the Trumplican Party pass? And, you know, this too shall pass. If I look now and I look 10 years from now, the Trumplicans will be all gone. And I think that we're really going to get a lid on the fascism, the racism, the conspiracy, and the polarity in this country. We're going to have to do something. Otherwise, we could face another civil war, and that will not be pretty. And that can't happen. And I asked my guides about that, and they said, yes, it can happen. But my guides also say that we could work to prevent that. So we're taking our mana back. Yay. As I said in a past video, I see Tucker Carlson being fired or let go. And at some point, I think once Rupert Murdoch passes away, and I've said this before, then Fox News won't be as bigoted and as they won't lie, because I see it becoming more moderate and telling the truth. So I'm just gonna read off some questions and I'll answer them for you real quick today. I just wanted to come on and say happy summer solstice. And I hope, as I said, happy belated Father's Day. And just to let everybody know that Gary and I are okay after the tornadoes. So, okay. Somebody wants to know what's in store for Cory Booker. And, you know, I see him running for president again. And at some point, I really feel like he will be president of the country, but he'll have to go through the vice president route first. And at some point, he's going to be appointed to a high level post in a presidential cabinet. So that excites me. You know, I think within the next 15 or 20 years, we'll also see a gay president, which is also exciting to me. Considering that the Supreme Court just ruled that Catholic charities, that the city of Philadelphia cannot tell Catholic charities that they can refuse to put foster kids in gay homes. So, well, that was a setback for us gay people, but that too shall change. So people, if you're donating to Catholic charities, don't, because they're anti-gay. Anyway, so Cory Booker, yes. All right. Let me see here. I'm just looking. I think we're going to get more and more stuff coming out about UFOs. And I don't think that they're going to say for sure whether or not that the UFOs are alien or not. They're just going to say that they're unidentified flying objects. They don't know what they are. It's kind of exciting. I'm a fan of close encounters of the third kind. Okay. Let me see. I'm looking here. I'm just going through the questions and kind of figuring out the ones that I think are good. And what I do is I take screenshots of them, and then when I do my videos, I can answer them. Okay. Will student loan debt be eligible for bankruptcy so students can get a fresh start? I don't think they'll make it eligible for bankruptcy, but what I do think is that they're going to give students a break on their student loans and just charge a really low interest rate. At some point, I do see college becoming more affordable for people so that they don't have to be in debt the rest of their life to pay off college debt. It's just unfortunate. Okay. Now, some people are asking, will we have fireworks 4th of July at Mount Rushmore? And I do see fireworks going off there, which is, I think, kind of neat. All right. Somebody asked, will indictments be tried and won by the next midterm? The indictments will be out by the next midterm. A lot of stuff coming out by the midterm. And there's a lot coming out on McConnell too. I can't tell what it is exactly, but stuff coming out about his wife and Mitch. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but I'm questioning how that election in Kentucky was counted because he clearly wasn't the favorite. But I don't even know if he'll finish his full 6 years in the Senate. I don't think so, and it could be that he's gone because of ill health, which I don't wish on anybody. All right, so people ask about Jared Kushner. He's going to be, well, he's already under investigation, and I see charges filed against him, and one of Trump's daughter as well. All right. People are asking about the economy. I see the economy growing. Uh, you know, I see unemployment rates going down, economy growing. Uh, the stock market will take a few dips, but I don't see any like major crashes with it. The housing market, I think in about 3 years is gonna crash. Not as bad as 2008, but all right. Here, will the special grand jury in New York find Trump guilty? Well, the grand jury doesn't find people guilty. The grand jury just decides if there, I think, is enough evidence to press charges and whether or not if there's enough evidence to indict someone. Indict, I think, means to be charged with something. So the grand jury is not going to find him guilty, but I do see that they're going to find enough evidence to have him indicted. So, okay. This is a good one. Will we ever find out that the actual vote tallies were tampered with in the 2016 presidential election, hacking into the state's central election results hub? I don't know if we'll find that out, but it's going to come. There's more coming to fruition that, the Trump people colluded with the Russians to stage disinformation and all of that stuff to help Trump win the election. It's funny. I laugh at this audit going on by the ninjas or super ninjas in Arizona, which is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. But yet, isn't it funny how the Trumplicans committed the same things that they're blaming the Democrats of doing? But that's so Trump. I mean, he blames everybody for stuff he's done. That's how you know what he's done, because he blames everybody else for doing it. And he tells you what he's going to do. It's just that people don't believe it. So when he says something, listen, because he's telling you what he'll do. Okay. Somebody asked if Bill Barr was involved in Jeffrey Epstein's death. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I don't see that. Okay. I'm seeing, will the Palestinian people in our lifetime ever receive their own land and justice and be recompensated for all the injustice that they've been forced? I see a time when Israel and Palestine will coexist peacefully. It might take a while, but it will happen. And Israel will be a country and Palestine will be a country. But Israel will retain its autonomy as it rightfully should, and Palestine will remain their autonomy at some point and be an independent country as they rightfully should have. So I do see them, coexisting, as I said, peacefully. Okay. Will the Trumpsters make any progress in taking over state elections? Why aren't they being stopped? For a while, it'll look as if they're winning the battle, but they won't win the war. I think it'll go to court, and my feeling is the court will stop them. So ultimately, no, they will not win. And as I've said before, when it goes to the Supreme Court is going to say you can't limit people's right to vote. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Who built Angkor Wat in Cambodia and what purpose? I don't know. And I'm asking psychically, and I don't know. I think it was religious. But I don't know the what fors on it. But I will find out. I've always wanted to go to Angkor Wat. And at some point, I see myself visiting there. So I'm sure that I'm sure that that is a vortex going on at Angkor Wat. Um, I'm probably mispronouncing it. Okay. People are asking about, will there be fires this summer? Unfortunately, yes. I do see some rain coming to the west. I've been praying for that. My guides are showing me rain coming to the west. We had enough of it here in Chicago. If I could ship some to you all, I would. And people are asking about Belarus. I asked my guides, and they show me in Belarus people marching in the street carrying signs, and there's going to be more protest and more things happening. And then they show me that the president of Belarus, some of his generals will turn against him, and I'm hearing the people shall win. So I see him overturned. I see more of a democratic government coming into Belarus, and at some point they'll break ties with Putin as well. Putin's days are also numbered in office. He thinks he's in like Flint, but my guides tell me, I think within the next decade that Putin is going to be maybe not voted out, but overthrown. So I guess that's a good thing. Will gerrymandering ever end? No, but I do see it becoming more fair and how they're going to draw the political lines. I do see voting right laws being passed before 2022. And I see the infrastructure thing going through, even if the Democrats have to do it. I forget what it's called, but it's through some kind of tax thing they can do. I think with the voting rights bill, they've changed a little bit, but at some point, I think Manchin will vote for it as well. So good. Somebody said we can't continue to have minority rule in this country, and I agree with that. But my guides tell me that those voting laws in the South will also go to court. And the courts, as I've said before in this video, will say you cannot restrict someone's rights to vote. Someone said they had a vision that Trump was wearing handcuffs in the front, and that he had a coat over his head. This is by Theodore. Theodore, I hope you're right. I like that vision. Okay. Will Alaska have any large earthquakes this year? I do see an earthquake hitting Alaska, but it's not going to be a super major one. I'm just more worried about the droughts out west, and the superheat and the crumbling infrastructure, the power grids. And I think at some point we're going to see a cyber attack on those. We'll get them back up and running, but there's going to be more cyber attacks as well. I think during this summit, Biden warned Putin, don't mess around with us. And Biden meant it. So I'm sure that Putin's going to try some misinformation to get rid of Biden. But my guides tell me that there was a document, it's marked secret, and I saw Donald Trump handing it to Putin. So I'm sure that Trump has given Putin some of our secrets, and I I think the Biden administration is scrambling to figure out what to do about it, but they will come up with a solution. I see better cybersecurity in this country as well. So a lot of positive changes coming. I see new roads, new bridges. I see charging stations all over for electric vehicles. So we'll see those things within our lifetime. At any rate, I wish you a happy day. Namaste. Please, everybody, send lots of healing energy and love and peace to the people in Napierville and Woodridge, Illinois, who were hit by those horrible tornadoes. And please, everyone, send prayers for rain, prayers for cooler temperatures out west, and prayers for enlightenment. And continue to speak up, everybody. You know, I was saying that when I get to 15,000 subscribers, I'll give away 3 free sessions. I'll do that. But then after that, what I think I'm going to do is every 1,000 subscribers more I get, I'll give away a free half-hour session. So keep that in mind. And please, on the community board, ask any future questions you might have. I can't get to them all, but I try to get as many in as I can. Okay. Thanks for watching. Stay well, stay safe. Happy summer solstice. It's a time for balance. Yay. And I wish you all the best. Namaste.